You like spooky roller coasters? Well, let's talk about it. Immerse yourself in this fast-paced roller coaster action horror shooter where every move you make could be the difference between life and death. Switchback VR will take players on a multi-sensory ride on the sinister roller coaster from hell. Survive the horrifying ghost ship and its distorted operations. Confront hideous demonic incarnations of witches from the 17th century of New England. Or fight for your life against otherworldly vampires trapped beneath the desert. Escape the horrifying hotel with the sadistic serial killer that is out for blood. Discover how your story connects these worlds or makes sense of this crazy nightmare that is Switchback. Feel the horror up close with all the PSVR2 latest innovative capabilities. By not blinking, using eye tracking, your enemies will come upon you with a blink every time you blink your eyes. Feel every bump and drop as your cart speeds along the tracks with the haptic feedback, bringing that roller coaster feeling to life. Use the adaptive triggers to make each weapon feel unique as you unload on your terrifying enemies, and avoid the falling beams cause you'll hit your head and get that headset rumble, my boys. Plus 4K HDI and 3D audio is supported. Now, with all the facts out of the way of the game, let's talk about Switchback. It's your personal nightmare. There's multiple terrifying paths. No two runs could be the same. Or is it? It's the ride of your life. Try to stay alive. So we gotta kick this off, man. We gotta kick this review off. We gotta kick this review off for the soy boys and the glue eaters, my boys, because I'm gonna have a much different opinion and take than most of y'all. See, Switchback VR wasn't all dandelions and daffodils. This game was a piece of fucking mice poo on a platter of shitty McCumquats sprinkled with some crack that the devs smoked. Baffling. A travesty. Unholy sin of matrimony that was almost ready to follow the devs into an eternal damnation of endless rants and crocodile tears from the masses. However, redemption was nigh, and now the game is completely the opposite of what it once was. Fortunately for me, there is other professional VR YouTubers, upstanding gentlemen that took it upon their honor to let us know what the game was at launch, so I didn't dabble in until it was fixed, and even then I got it on sale. And I think right now it's still on sale as we speak. And I wasn't even expecting much for this, but oh man, after playing Switchback, it's very hard to switch back. Ha! You see what I did there, bitches? No? Alright, anyway. Upon booting up the game, everything was massively clear. Now this game plays tricks on me. Sometimes it's crystal clear, some moments, and then in some moments it's just clear. The game's hands kind of look washed in the menu, and it kind of looks bad, but in the game story mode they look clear as fuck, and some levels are crystal clarity, like the new Horde mode is super crystal clear, like the clearest of the clearest games and the cleanest I've ever seen. But before we dive into the new Horde mode, let's get the basics out of the way. Right now, the performance of the game is buttery smooth. I had no problems there. I had no crashes, no bugs, no frame rate issues. The audio is decent. Sometimes it's the right amount of spooky. Other times it's just kind of all over the place. There's too much ambience, too much effects, too much whispering. The game's scary levels is like a stock market chart where you don't know what's coming and going. Some moments it's super scary and you're gonna get jump scared a bit, but after your first playthrough, the story, it's kind of like the magic's fading. You already know what's coming with some of the big moments, and that shit just kind of rubs off of you. With most levels giving you the options to see different scenes, or for your second playthrough, I'm gonna call them like that, it's called scenes, it gives you some sort of replayability, but story mode wise, it is a crawl. And most of the replayability is gonna come from this new Horde mode, but we're gonna get into that right now, because like I said, the roller coaster in the regular story mode, the traditional, is a slow crawl. It's not too much fun, doesn't offer up too many thrills after the initial honeymoon phase. From first time playing it. The guns is the bread and butter, and there's many different guns in this game, from Uzis to Tech 9s, Glocks, revolvers. There's tons of different variety of monsters, and it incorporates different mechanics like the not blinking feature. However, disclaimer, I could have sworn I didn't blink a few times while that was happening, and I feel like the game still triggered despite me kind of not blinking, but maybe I did blink and I just thought I didn't. I did notice though that mechanic works very well in the new horde mode, so keep that in mind. The level design in this game is actually, some areas are amazing, at least to me. My favorite area was like the Egyptian or the Aztec area, where there was like mummies and like those sand beetles. Looked like it was straight out of the fucking, I can't think of the damn movie, but it's with The Rock. And seeing all that, it just felt and made me look like a explorer. And Scorpion King, that is the name of the movie. I'm not editing it out, fuck you. But anyway, it made me feel like a straight up explorer. And then there's times where you're sitting in the car and you feel like you're on a Disney ride, but in your house. That's how slow the coaster goes in the regular story mode. Some things in this game that I thought about the story is that it's all over the place. I couldn't really grasp what was going on, who these characters were, why did they have so much importance, and I didn't really give much thoughts or care into saving them, or if I didn't save them, it wasn't a big deal to me. But apparently you need to play the flat screen non-VR versions of their other games to fully understand what's going on in this game, and I just didn't want to do all that shit, so I dived balls deep in this game. Another thing that holds us back is during the story mode, it takes away your guns when it shows cinematic cutscenes and puts you at a slow halt of crawling, and pretty much lets you know that a jump scare is coming. And then there's sometimes they build so much attention, intensify the surrounding you, and you feel like a big jump scare is coming, and then I was left disappointed. The game blue balls the shit out of you often, and it's like, damn, I wanted to piss myself, and it wasn't even that bad. In my opinion, whoever made that decision needs to be fired. It's baffling, it's stupid, it's dutified garbage, shit turds rubbed in baby oil, you're creating some clumps, you're throwing it together, you sprinkle it on some avocado toast, toss that shit in the heater, it gets stinky, it's smelly, it's extra melty, and it's shit. And that's what they feed to you. They feed you shit. Some of the story stuff's in the cutscenes, super cringe, really cringe. I almost laughed a couple times, which shouldn't even be remotely happening in a horror game. But nevertheless, I did smile a few times, as it did give me some frights. However, the saving grace beyond the visual improvement and updates is the new horde mode, and such an improvement is not only an increasing replayability of the game, but the roller coaster is extremely fucking fast. Like I mentioned earlier, the blinking mechanics actually work in this mode. The monsters come out at you rapidly. You have a chance to get these bonus skull weapon, and you get to play with all the other weapons and see how far you can get with each and every playthrough. And I will admit, it will get old after a while and sour you out, but I can't help it. The mode is just so damn fun to play. In short though, in conclusion, throughout this whole damn long ass video, is Switchback had a terrible launch, whether it was by corporate greed, devs honoring contracts, publisher pushing it out early. Regardless though, the devs at Supermassive definitely redeemed themselves for what this game is, despite people mad that it's not the Russia Blood 2, air quotations. If you just embrace what this game is, and for what it is on its own, your first playthrough, if you don't know what's going to happen, is going to be an incredible experience. And I'm speaking from my own experience. I had a blast, and I personally now can finally recommend this game to others to embrace, especially for Spooktober month, and while it's on sale for yourselves. We here at NGI give Switchback VR on the PSVR2 a 9 out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button. I'ma see y'all in the next stream or video. God bless and peace.
Yeah, baby, let's kill it. What's up with it? Get off me. Bonus!